about how to make LAN cable, which is there are two types of LAN cable in here, which is the first one is straight types. One of the end and the other end of the cable has the same identical line in there, and the other type is cross type of cable in the LAN connection. Now we've got in here is a set of LAN cable. What we've got in here is a RG45 connector. Here it is. You can see it there. RG45 connector here is a something that is very common to use in a network device. Okay, second one here we got counting the RG45 connector here. So there's two sets in here. There is a car to cut the tips end of the wire in here, and this one is the clamping to clamp and cut the cable determined by your desire. How length. The length that we will going to make today is about 1 meter. So it's German color. Okay, it's you're going to unbox this. To 20 is 100. It is 100 centimeter or 1 meter. And then the next one is the last one. The part that we will going to use for the last time is that the cable or LAN cable tester, which comes pretty handy in the back like this, which is not really that expensive. You can actually buy it online, and you got a guidebook for the network cable tester in here. You can actually see that one. It's amazing. Okay, put it outside because we already noticed I already read how to use that one. This stuff is coming pretty handy, pretty good. They use a 9-volt battery in here, which it's actually 9-volt battery to run this device. You can turn it on for slow. So means that on in the middle you get 3 optional button in here. Configuration in here is that 3 position of a button. So the first one is a off switch condition, is make sure that this device is off, stay in off condition, and on it will giving a pulse from this tester into this remote. So in the left side in here it is the remote to see which connection into which connection going on from this side into this side. And then the S side is also on, but it gives the pulse slower, so you can actually determine how the movement between cable to the cable from the tester into the remote better by seeing it slower by light. Later we'll configure about this one. So the first thing what we're going to do in here is that we have to cut the cable. What we determine in here is that we have a cable here like this one. We have to cut it for 1 meter because that's what we designed for. So make sure that it is just like that from here until here. It's going to be a 20 edition in it. Okay, just remark at the 2 in here. It's a bit more, but no problem. Yeah, that. Okay, we cut it all the way already. So it is the 1 meter cable that we've got. So we can save our own cable for the next time maybe. And then what we're going to do in here is that we're going to cut it. So we're going to strip the wire in the tip end in here. So we just used to use the measurement of 2 centimeter in here to strip out. So we find out that this number 0. Okay, we use this device. This stuff is just to strip the wire out like this. You slide it out like this one. Slide it, then you rotate. Centimeters. Okay, the next part is what we're going to do is that we are going to align the device, the cable here, by some typical type of a straight, because we're going to make it easy. So we're going to use a straight type of a cable, which means that it's just going to be and then the last one is chocolate, which you can see in here. You have to maintain that shape to be like this, and after that what you have to do is that wait a minute, it's a bit okay. What you need to do is that you have to align this one, align the cable to be get closer inside. Once it's closer, you align by your hand like this. You have to use your finger a bit hard in here now. And then once it's done, you might go to cut using the cramping tools that you've got in here. So here it is, the cramping tools that you got. You can actually cut it through like this one. So it's just close and in perfect alignment. After it's being close and perfect alignment, it's switching out in here. You just cut it through like this. Just in a bit in the end of the part of the cable there. It's just enough. Just like this. Okay, there we go. So start from the left side. You have to see the color code you have already aligned before. So which this one is come with this one. Look at that, white and orange, and you see the RD45 connector in here. You have to put it upside down, and you have to look at from the back side, and you put the first line, which is white and orange, into the left side of this place, into this one. Okay, and then you plug in it. And you have to do that thing also with this one, from this one and this one at the same configuration. So this is straight cable. Once you have done that, you have to clamp this one. Remember, only one clamp in here until you hear the sound of click, and you've done. Then you can go with the tester. So let's figure it out. Let's proceed to the next setup. Okay, so got this one. You have to line the RT45 connector into its place in here. It's pretty handy. And you have to push it a bit hard. Put one time only until you hear the click sound in there. Then it's done. It is definitely done. So you have to remember that in the networking cable like this one, you don't need to strip the wire in each of this color code wire in here. You just strip the main isolation cable in here. So this UTP cable is just shielded. It's shielded, and it's just clamped by this RD45 connector. There's slightly several pins in here that you just push by this clamp to make sure that it is actually sticking to the cable one by one in here. So you have to do it again on the other side here. So let's proceed to it. Okay. So here it is. You already sure that it's aligned perfectly. You can actually put it in here again like that. Visual. Let's say that one. This. But it's make sure that you press it to the edge of the super cable in here, and then you push it really hard on once. And make sure that it is connected. Until you hear that clicking sound. Make sure it's not too hard. Okay, there it is. So what we're going to do next one is that we have to prepare all this up. This is the tester. There's two types of connector in here. The RD11 and RD45. We use the RD45, so let's put it in here. On the other side, and here too. Okay, on the remote control, the RD45. How about if we got RD11? What of the side? We can actually change this direction into this one. This is RD11, this one is RD11, and both of this one is RD45. So here it is. This is the connection which you can actually show from 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3 until the 8. It is a straight connection. So the other type of connection, which is cross, you can see on the screen. There is a in left hand corner on the screen, in the top left hand corner on the screen, you can actually see that one. So it is